G'day mates, and gather around the virtual campfire for a yarn that'll spin you like a stockman's rope, leaving you dreaming bigger than a billabong after the wet season. It's a tale of Aussie dreams and delights, a quest for magic down under that stretches back longer than dingoes howl in the outback. But buckle up, because this ain't no story of sunshine and fairy floss. It's a journey paved with dashed hopes and near misses, a testament to the resilience of the Australian spirit in the face of what ifs. Our saga begins on the sun-kissed shores of the Gold Coast way back in 1977, when disco balls spun and mallets reigned supreme. A local company called Starland, with eyes as bright as opals and hearts as big as the Cubra hats, saw something magical amidst the golden sands and buzzing theme parks. They envisioned a wonderland, where Mickey Mouse hired 5 kangaroos and Buzz Lightyear soared over the Great Barrier Reef. They reached out to the Walt Disney Company, a handshake across the Pacific, hoping to plant the seeds of Disneyland Down Under. But even the hardest gum trees can't grow without rain, and in this case, the rain came in form of financial limitations. Starland's enthusiasm, through boundless, couldn't complete with Disney's goals and ambitions. The project remained an exciting concept, a shimmering mirage in the Australian heat, but ultimately it never took flight, due to the lack of moolah.
There's excitement in the air, and you know you've got to be there. It will only happen once in your lifetime. The world and its nations, achievements, sensations. Cozy greens and I just can't wait.
Fast forward a decade, Australia found itself basking in the glow of Expo 88. The World Fair in Brisbane buzzed with futuristic pavilions and Aussie ingenuity. But amongst the robots and spaceships, whispers of another kind of magic swirled. Politicians, seeing the dollar signs of tourism dancing in their heads, started wooing Disney like a cattleman at a rodeo. Negotiations heated up, fueled by Aussies' enthusiasm for all things fun and fantasy. 1988, a dream, once as bright as Kookaburra's laugh, deflated like a punctured beach ball, leaving Aussies with nothing but wistful sights and a longing for Mickey Down Under. The 90s saw the dream reach dazzling heights with detailed plans and public enthusiasm that could rival a cricket match at the MCG. Gold Coast still held the pole position, with dreams of a park where the outback met the Neverlands, and Uluru cast a magical shadow over Tomorrowland. But just as shovels were about to break ground, doubts crept in. Like unwelcome sandflies at a picnic, environmental concerns buzzed louder than mosquitoes in January. Budgets ballooned like a pavlova left in the sun, and whispers of international Disney politics cast dark clouds over the whole shebang. But Aussies don't let a drop pie stop them from a good barbie. And the Disney dream, although knocked down, refused to stay grounded. In the 2000s, we saw whispers resurface like whispers in the wind. Western Australia threw its hat in the ring, featuring a park where Quackers converted with Peter Pan and Uluru echoed with the roar of the Matterhorn. New South Wales joined the chorus, envisioning Sydney Harbour adjourned with a fairy tale castle fit for a mermaid. Even Adelaide chimed in, dreaming of Cinderella's carriage pulled by a team of sturdy Clydesdales. Just like a stubborn gumboot in the mud, doubts stuck around. Concerns about competition with existing Aussie theme parks, a lack of significant government incentives, and Disney's continued focus on other internal ventures kept the dream on hold. By 2012, whispers of Disney Down Under have faded into the background, a campfire ember, waiting for gusts of wind to reignite the flames. Though the embers of Disneyland Down Under dreams seemed dormant, a spark flickered back to life in 2013. This time, whispers came from New South Wales, with talks of a potential park near Sydney showcasing Aussie icons along Disney magic. Koalas cuddling Bambi, crocodiles snapping their Captain Hook's heels. The possibilities were imaginative as the Bush Tucker banquet, yet concerns about environmental impact and competition with existing attractions kept the project firmly in the maybe one day category. The fire continued to shimmer, with proposals popping up like wildfires after a desert rain. 2018, Adelaide revisited the dream, picturing a wonderland nestled amongst its rolling hills where kangaroos hopped along Dumbo and the scent of eucalyptus mingled with popcorn. But as with previous attempts, financial viability and potentially environmental consequences proved to be formidable obstacles. In 2023, Melbourne threw its hat in the ring with an electrifying hope, the whispers of a happiest place on earth, rising amidst the laneway cafes and trams clinging down Flinders Street. The dream, a Melbourne Disneyland, a beacon of magic shimmering by the Yarra. Fisherman's Bend, with its wide expanses, becoming the prime contender. But there were naysayers, of course. Some worried about the financial burden, the environmental impact, the very idea of Mickey Ears casting shadows on Melbourne's unique street art and laneway culture. But then a new voice joined the chorus. A South Australian winemaker, with his heart as big as Shiraz barrel, and a dream as daring as a dingo pulp chasing its tail. He envisioned a Disneyland nestled amongst the McLaren Vale vineyards, grapes and roller coasters, fairy lights and gum trees. It was a picture of unlikely harmony, a fusion of Aussie grit and Disney sparkle. But as you know, mate, the road to a Disneyland Down Under is paved with good intentions and even bigger budgets. The McLaren Vale proposal faces similar challenges as its predecessors, securing funding, navigating environmental concerns, and convincing Disney that Australia is the missing piece of their magical puzzle. Will Mickey Mouse ever support an Akubra hat? Only time will tell. The Australian dream takes flight. The future of Disneyland Down Under remains a shimmering mirage, beckoning with the promise of Australian charm and Disney enchantment. But the spirit of optimism, like kookaburras unwavering laugh, persists. Australians haven't given up on their quest for a sprinkle of pixie dust down under. So where does that leave us? Here are some thoughts to consider. Could the South Australian proposal be the one to break the curse? The winemaker's passion and unique location offer a fresh perspective. Might changing economic landscapes and growing tourism industry shift Disney's priorities? Australia's appeal as a tourist destination is undetainable. The technological advances in sustainability solutions address environmental concerns. Innovative thinking, green initiatives could pave the way for a greener Disneyland. Ultimately, the story of Disneyland Down Under is far from over. It's a saga woven with hopes, resilience, and a dash of Aussie larrikins. Whether Mickey Mouse ever throws on an Akubra hat remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the dream burns bright, waiting for the right chance to shine like a sunburned billabong under the starry sky. So chin up, mates. The magic might just be around the corner, waiting to be unveiled, with a g'day mate and a sprinkle of fairy dust.